was a carnival. Most carnivals leave after 4 days.
I grew up in Compton, didn't have a lot of money. A man came to my dad, I was about 5 years old. We have tickets to Disneyland. Me and my wife can't go. Disneyland wasn't doing very well. It was a carnival. Most carnivals leave after 4 days. And here comes a man who says, I'm gonna have Disneyland for 365 days a year. No one believed him. I come in, I have my mom take me on the Grand Canyon ride. It was magnificent. And I went on that 5 times. And the last time I said, we have to go again. And my mom loved me so much. I said, we can go one more time, Mom. And there was this yellow tape that we couldn't go anymore because some famous people were coming. And I thought, no. So I ran, I got under the tape and I turned and I went and I hit this man. He bent at the knees and every man behind him gasped. And then I looked at my mom and I knew something was wrong because she's this. And I'm thinking, come on, Mom, they stopped. And this man looked at me and he said, do you like this ride? And I said, I love this ride. And he turned around, looked back at these men. You hear this? He doesn't like this ride. He loves this ride. He said, you better go back over to your mom right over there. They went by, I was with my mom. She said, do you know who that was? I said, no. She goes, that was Walt Disney. What that means to me, he was doubted and he turned back. I'm sure some of his accountants and his lawyers were there, and he said, this kid doesn't just like the ride, he loves it. And Disneyland is a giant success.
Yeah, Walt Disney is one of my favorite figures in history. This is a man that was going to change the world through storytelling, and people don't realize how hard it was to get that vision that was inside his head. And he was such a great visionary, but how hard it was to get to life because all the professionals, all the experts, all the money people that he needed to buy in, they didn't see it the same. All carnival rides were dying at the time, and it was really through the lens of that little boy that Walt Disney uniquely could see. And that is really what was able to sort of power through with a mission that could sell the vision of Disneyland. It was that little boy, the vision of that little boy. And there's so much power in that story. Kevin Costner, I think, did such a service to people that really think deeply about why someone does what they do. And the person often that mission connects to is the little child that still lives inside that great visionary that made the impossible come to life. Powerful story there.